dropped you at the end of the first round. You were in fair control of the round. You were dealing with Kenny Robertson's wrestling well, got up after he was able to take you down, landed a lot of effective kicks from range, and then out of nowhere, a wild overhand right. Looked like it might knock you out. Maybe the length of your legs and bicycling him away saved you more than anything. I mean, you kind of bicycled at him and rolled right into grapevine his leg and bought you 3 or 4 seconds to kind of get him off you. Walk me through getting hit, going down, and kind of how sentient you were. Did you realize what was going on, or are you just on autopilot?
No, I knew exactly what happened. We knew he was going to come with crazy, overhands. There were going to be a lot of odd angles. He doesn't throw the most crisp straight down the center. He actually looked like he might have improved that. There might have been some straight down the center in this fight, but we knew there was going to be some weird overhands and whatnot, and those are the ones you got to watch out for, man. And man, I like to be aggressive. I like to get in your face and try to, attack. And, moving back and keeping my distance doesn't really allow me to do as much offense. So, we were there to scrap, man. We were there to put on a show, and, hopefully the fans enjoyed it.
In the past, people have exploited you through your defensive wrestling, take you down, get you down. Typically not passing guard much, just sit in full guard, beat you up a little bit. Talk about the crackhead control you used tonight and really how it's been so instrumental for you. It's something that I think you've got better and better at. And in this particular fight, I mean, you hacked him open with brutal elbows in the third round and really sealed it for yourself despite being taken down.
It was mainly Dead Orchard was the third round. I also used what
This is where we get a master class in Eddie Bravo terminology. Please correct me.
No. The Dead Orchard is when they're both their arms are stuck in, and I basically got a double arm in triangle. I also did what he kind of calls Killer B guard, where I did Killer B guard to reverse triangle to omoplata, and he did a good job defending that. But man, since day one, man, my style's always been, I come from a JKD background, Jeet Kune Do, Bruce Lee, all day, every day, be like water and flow. And I knew that being a stand-up fighter, I was probably going to be, people are going to want to try to take me down, and I have to be very effective there too. So I was always very good with being happy with working from my guard. And over the years, man, the evolution of it, and obviously, losing some fights that way, I just knew I had to step my game up, and I started working with Eddie Bravo in 10th Planet, and
you're part of the lexicon now, the Killer B guard. You've worked your way into the Eddie Bravo book.
Yeah, no, I know, man. It's just the evolution of the sport, evolution of my game, and forever learning, man. I'm gonna learn till I die. I think a lot of people get kind of in their own zone of these are my go-to moves, and they don't really venture out and try to learn some more. But I'm a true martial artist, and I'm all about training with other people and learning as much as I can. And I think that's been a key factor into the evolution of my game.
That dovetails what we were just talking about, the Jeet Kune Do concepts, the idea of throwing away what doesn't work and keeping what does. But I mean, there's something so obvious, so unique, so idiosyncratic to your game, the way you strike on the feet, the way that you use rubber guard stuff on the back. I mean, if you were covered in black or in a motion capture suit, people could watch you sideburns aside and still know, oh, that's definitely Ben Saunders fighting, I can tell. I mean, is that not a motivation, but how do you feel about having such a distinct style? Not just a guy that people recognize as exciting, but a guy who, when you're exciting, it looks different from when other guys are being exciting.
I mean, if you look at, what being a martial artist is, I mean, being an artist, what artist wants to be similar to anybody? Everybody wants to kind of be their own person outside of the pack, and I'm the same way. I took what my characteristics are, what my body type is, my length, you name it, and I just try to make it work for me. And that's pretty much what it is, man. I think it's awesome that I kind of look a little different. Everything's a little bit different, and I'm a little charismatic too. So people can get a little bit of a good guy character from me. And oh man, I'm just here to test myself against the best in the world and put on a show.
You're a wild and wacky guy, certainly different than even your average fighter. So tell me about how you felt about you hack him open, he's bleeding all over your chest, into your face. That's
all him right there.
Kenny Robertson's blood, more like brass or more like copper? What does it taste like, and how'd you feel?
Man, I try not to think about the taste of his blood. But I definitely knew that, I had him in a bad spot. We work a lot of things, and that's a very bad spot for him. I wish I got him there, sooner, but third round works, it all worked out, and I'm just very, very happy, very fortunate. Right now I'm on a 3-0 win streak in the UFC, man. I got no complaints.
Is it kind of surreal for you? I mean, you were a guy who came off the Ultimate Fighter. You had to run in the UFC, get cut, go to Bellator, compete for a while. You're back now, but it's not the classic case of, oh, this is just a guy bouncing back and forth. You're on a streak. People are excited to see you again. Typically, guys in that role who come back to the UFC, quite frankly, it's filler. There are guys just fighting on undercards and occupying a spot. People, want to know, can Ben Saunders kick this guy's head off? Is he going to pull off some guard? Is he going to finish another fight with an omoplata? How do you feel about kind of having a different UFC comeback than your average veteran who gets cut, goes somewhere else, and then comes back?
Once again, man, I think it goes to the fact that I saw the first UFC live on pay-per-view when I was 10 years old. I've been the biggest fan of this sport since it became available for an audience in America, and I dedicated my life to this. And I think that's a key factor. Every time I fight, man, I wish I could watch me fight as a third person. I wish I could fucking just teleport out of me and watch me fight, so I could enjoy myself fight. Because when I fight, in my head, I'm thinking, what would I want to see if I was a third person in the stands watching? And I try to perform it, man. I try to make it happen. I try to put on a show, and like I said, man, hopefully everybody enjoyed that fight. I worked my ass off. I tried my best, man.